Hey guys, so today I want to tell you about my new purchase. This case, the number 179 by Condition1. I'll be totally honest, prior to me buying this, I really did not know a whole lot about Condition1. Randomly, I was on Instagram, I saw a picture of this exact case, and it clicked. That this here would be what I consider the perfect range case. Now, if you guys have seen any of the other products, they make a whole wide range of different stuff. From full rifle cases to camera cases. This one in particular caught my eye, and when I open it up, I'm going to explain to you why. So, in the past, I remember seeing similar cases. Honestly, I can't tell you whether I think this is a fair price or not, because I was not really in the market for something like this. This happened to catch my eye, and I thought, you know what? That will serve a purpose that I have when I go to the range. So typically, when I would go to the range, I would bring either one of my carry bags and then, an ammo can or something for ammo, maybe tools. And I realized it got kind of clunky. I was using a lot of different things that didn't really work out all that well. And then I got to, depending on the range, figure out where am I going to put all these different things. But when I saw this case, I had an idea, and before telling people to go get it, or even if I thought it was a good idea, I wanted to test it first myself and see, would it work the way I was hoping it would work, and then I could tell you guys about it. Because I'd rather spend my money on it, review it, and then talk about it, versus just hype it up because I'm excited for it, and have you guys go buy something you don't need. Because honestly, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you guys an honest review and tell you a real world application of what I think of something, instead of just being another person who gets things and says nothing but good things. So let's look inside here. I will show you exactly how I have it set up, the way I used it just last week, and we'll see why it works perfectly for me and hopefully you too. So here's what it looks like inside. I will say up top, this is the optioned lid that has these organizers. They do remove just by Velcro. It's pretty sweet. And what is also convenient is right here is the Works by Fix-It Sticks. I could throw that right in there instead. As you can tell, it sticks very well. So let me show you guys how I set this up the other day, and for me it worked perfectly for the range. These guns have already been cleared. They are empty. I will show you. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. So first I got my Eye Pro. Got some Ear Pro. Of course, need a speed loader. I did have my tools to do adjustments that was in this case here. I could have brought some gloves if I wanted it. And then I got 200 rounds of ammo. Typically, when I go to the range, I shoot, somewhere between 200 and 300 rounds. I like taking my time. I'm not someone who just goes there to run through ammo just to say I shot a lot. Usually it's precision shooting I'm trying to do to work on my skills and make myself a better shooter, not just going there to really kind of shoot the guns per se. So the two guns I have in here, this is my X Macro with my Siley Green Dot, the Cato G, and this is the SIG P365X. As you can see, there's quite a bit of room in there, so you could fit larger guns. I can also fit 8 mags in here. I only got 7 right now. Funny story, what happened to this one? Ask my wife. It's not so funny, but I found it funny. But anyway, yeah, she's missing her other mag for that. But yeah, for me, this is all I would really need for a range trip. Now let me tell you the reasons why I think this case works. So why I think this works really well is, for me, I'm not the kind of guy who's going to go to the range with 5 or 6 different pistols. Now they do make cases like that. If you are that guy, or you have a whole bunch of friends and you're going and you want one secure package to put all your handguns, they have that as an option. Me personally, if I'm going by myself, I'm bringing usually just 1, maybe 2. If it's me and the wife, 2, maybe 3. They do also make this exact one with the option for 3. It does shrink down where you can put your ammo and everything else. So for me, I like this one. I think it is a decent size. It's not heavy. It is stackable, which I think is really cool. So if you were to get a couple of them, you could store them very easily. I can see how someone might see this and want to use it as a safe. You could easily put a lock through there. It is waterproof and dustproof, which is awesome. And here in Florida, we do have outdoor ranges. Sure, there are other places as well, but they weren't so common back home in Pennsylvania, but here in Florida, they have quite a bit. So it's nice having something that I can take outdoors and not have to worry about, you know, if it suddenly downpours, like anytime in the summer in Florida, which if it starts right now, don't be surprised if you guys hear a thunderstorm, because every day in the summer here, you might get some rain. But anyway, back to my point. What I like about this, it's made in America, right in Texas. It does have a lifetime warranty. And again, I think the price is fair. I mean, I looked at other typical traditional range bags that were in the same ballpark, similar size. What I don't like about those is typically they're soft, right? So where you put it, can things crush? Yeah. Could it get wet? Yeah. It's not as secure, in my opinion. And what really works about this the most for me is if I'm at the range by myself, one thing I really dislike is having to store all my stuff behind me on a bench and just having a few things in front of me. I don't go to any strange, shady, weird ranges where I should have to fear that someone might be going through my stuff behind me, but I can't help it. The thought's there. Personally, I like having everything contained around me. I guess I don't trust easy, but that's just me. So for me, this perfectly sat right on the bench when I was shooting, right next to me. I could keep my tools to adjust my optics in there, had it ready. I had my ammo right with me. I can load right there. I never have to leave the lane I'm in. It keeps everything I need in one secure spot within arm's reach. And to me, that peace of mind is worth how much this costs. Because again, I don't think it was that much more expensive than anything else. I mean, I just looked at regular traditional range bags, so I can't speak to similar style hard cases in other brands, because honestly, I didn't look. Like I said earlier, I wasn't necessarily in the market for it. I just happened to see it on Instagram, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I think I could use that. So that's my honest review. I can't say I have any negatives to this, right? I didn't test it forward to see how waterproof it is, so I can't speak to whether or not it is. I didn't have any issues, so I didn't have to check warranty, but I like having a lifetime warranty. The one thing I will note is, as far as for the magazines, plastic Glock mags, a little bit snug. It is just foam, but that was the only thing I thought was a little weird. So if there's magazines that are bigger than that, you might have an issue. But yeah, guys, I like it. I think if you're in the market for a range bag or something you want to take to the range that keeps everything you have in one spot, I think it's a really great option. It's got a nice handle, it's rubberized. It can sit on the side. It fits perfectly in the back of, right behind my driver's seat. It's not a big clunky bag that I'm walking in with a huge duffel bag, because it's how most range bags are that I've seen. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you guys be interested in a hard plastic case, or would you prefer a traditional duffel bag, and why? If you guys have had stuff from this brand, let me know in the comments below. Did you like it? Have you had any issues? Would you buy it again? I'm always open to feedback. If there's something I forgot to touch on that you're curious about with this case, put it in the comments below and I will get back to you. Thanks for tuning in, guys.